the Danir, or Danes, valued livestock quite highly, but they certainly weren't as bound to them for survival. Despite living in the smallest part of Scandinavia, their region had the highest portion of arable land among the Norse. Indeed, it was because of that large amount of arable land that the Danir became the wealthiest, most numerous, and most politically dominant group of the Norse during the Viking Age, which was roughly from 750 to 1050. So when they weren't busy occupying parts of modern-day Norway and Sweden, the Danir gathered in small villages to the south and busied themselves with farming. Their main crops were barley, rye, oats, peas, beans, and cabbage, and they may have even produced surplus grain at some times. These crops would have been grown by any other Norse farm that sat on arable land in the north, but the Danir certainly had extra favorable conditions when compared to their northern kin, at least. The Danir weren't just a bunch of landlubbers with some nice dirt, though. Their region was primarily a peninsula, but it also included over 400 scattered islands. This meant that, like their northern kin to the north, they too were intimately familiar with shipbuilding and seamanship, and they were quite active on the sea, too. Their position and prosperity in the north made them the gatekeepers to the Baltic Sea. This close connection to the sea also encouraged the scattered islands of this region to develop close cultural links long before the Viking Age. This coalescence is supported by both linguistic and archaeological evidence, including the use of the word Dani by Latin sources, such as Jordanes Getica, and artifacts suggesting that there was a shared regional identity forming here early on.